What's happening, savages? You're listening to Immortal Coil, your oracle of whiskey mysticism. Revolution is my name. And today, we're talking Doctor Strange. Now, before your third eye opens, I'd like to ask you to like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment. Let me know what you want to see covered on future editions of Savage Spirituality. May 6th, 2022, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness drops. Or, as Gary from Nerdrotic likes to call it, WandaVision Season 2. I can't agree with that synopsis more. Now, I did a spoiler-free review not too long ago. Link is going to be in the description. Go check it out. The movie has its moments. I do appreciate Sam Raimi's touch. Fucking love Charles and Reed Richards. For a former Sorcerer Supreme, it seems like Cabbage Patch is walking around going, what? Huh? Way too much in this movie. I actually find Doctor Strange's first movie and his appearances in Thor Ragnarok and the Infinity Saga to be a lot more representative of his character. Doctor Strange is the master of the mystical arts. In the comic books, he does things like destroy and recreate the entire universe, and nobody fucking knows about it. In short, wait for this fucker to come out on streaming services. Now, the thing that I like more about Doctor Strange and this movie in particular is its ability to get you to ponder upon larger possibilities and the development of psychic and metaphysical skills. Now, the main goal of this channel, and the reason that I started it, was to explore far-out topics and ground it in entertainment, because that is the most relatable form of social intercourse that John Q. Public can stomach, and sometimes then just barely. We don't tell campfire stories anymore. Our campfire is the TV and the silver screen, and more the fucking smartphone you're probably holding right now. There's a really fucking cool concept in this movie called dreamwalking, which within Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, the skill of dreamwalking allows you to possess the body of your alternate in a different universe. This is a highly developed mystical skill that to date we've only seen the Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange pull off. Dreamwalking in Native American and pagan culture involves utilizing the skill of lucid dreaming to affect the waking world. Anybody can do it, but not everybody does it. It takes an insane amount of discipline and practice. Typically, you have a guide, earth-based or otherwise, to show you the ropes until you develop some mastery, and then off you go. Now, what is lucid dreaming? Lucid dreaming is retaining the same amount of will and self-awareness within a dream that you have in the waking state, except in a dream, your ability to create is almost instantaneous, and that is why within dreams, most people surrender to the imagery that they call forth. In the lucid dream, you're the master of what you call forth as you call it forth.
Hey, Strange! You know what's cooler than magic? Math!
Don't do this. Ow.
I'm sorry, sir, but... I have to try.
If I were to offer you Immortal Coil's guide to lucid dreaming, it would consist of 3 steps, and it would look like this. Number 1, drop the shit you carry with you. The story that you have in your head about yourself and what you're trying to do right now is going to be the number 1 obstacle to overcome in practical lucid dreaming. Indeed, this is the biggest obstacle in anything, because that inner voice in your head that just won't fucking shut up, you need to figure out a peaceful way to shut it up. Step 2, meditate, focus, retain yourself. This is the biggest obstacle in passing the threshold from awake to sleep, whatever the fuck both of those things are. This is why it's helpful to have a pulse. When I first started fucking around with this as a teenager, every full moon I would go to the place that I started studying martial arts, and they would have a guy named Bill there beating a drum. And he would beat the drum for like 2 hours while you allowed yourself to go into this space. And you either had an experience or you didn't. And that depends on your ability to pull off the first 2 steps. Step 3 is dream and assemble your world. Now this is tempting. Once you are there and aware of yourself, are you going to be selfish or will you serve? Lucid dreaming is a possible gateway to astral projection. It's challenging to be with the human body because of the nature of the beast, the nature of the spirit, and the nature of the world that we mutually inhabit. Reaching past these things is definitely a chore. However, as you ponder upon whether you want to pursue lucid dreaming as a skill, I want you to chew on this. There are those who say that life is some kind of chemical meat suit randomly thrown together for no purpose. That shit is meaningless and we're just drifting around on some water pressurized atmosphere rock until the sun explodes. You probably know people like that, or maybe you are a person like that. The savage perspective is more like this. You are a divine spirit driving a meat skeleton made out of star stuff, existing upon a stage for a particular purpose that you know deep inside yourself. You plotted out major points of understanding, specific interactions with other spirits, at specific intervals at which you would succeed or fail, following regular aha or deja vu or don't I know you moments in your life. This is why story and entertainment is so compelling, because it provides a skeleton or a lattice for experiences we have all had. This is also why video games are compelling, because it is a simulated reality that we can respawn within as many times as it takes to attain our objective. Now, I record my dreams most every night. I've met people who say they never remember their dreams. I challenge you to start writing your shit down that you do remember, and then I think that your memory will start to assemble itself, forwards or backwards, because time is an illusion. My name's Immortal Coil. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments, what are your dreams like? Do you journal them? Do you remember them? Would you like to? Join me on Patreon and on Twitter. Hail, my savage friends, and I will talk to you tomorrow.
Yes,